Hi, welcome back to Velo News TV. I'm Neil Rogers here at the Tour de Georgia before the start of Stage 1 on Tybee Island. We're beachside with Chris Horner. Chris, Amstel Gold, yesterday. You were scheduled to race up until when? Tell us about the week leading into this race.
I think I was scheduled till the Friday at Pays Vasco. Friday at Pays Vasco, we decided that, okay, we're going to come do Georgia. We had a strong rider with Levi here that's going favorite for the win, and they wanted to have a strong team for the time trial and then a strong team, of course, in the mountains. And California went well for me, Castellón, Pays Vasco, those all went well. So the team was certain that if I came here at good form and help Levi take a win here and help the team grab another win.
I know you've always said, and very genuinely so, you're always happy to ride for a guy who can win a race. At the same time, not getting a chance to ride Liège or Flèche, those Ardennes Classics, those hilly classics, you have done very well, and we saw you place 8th at Liège a few years ago. A little disappointing not to have that one shot at Amstel?
I don't think it was. It wasn't so disappointing because of the ASO, the whole problem with the ASO. If you had Amstel, you had Flèche, you had Liège, you had Romandy all lined up in that road, then I don't think I would have wanted to come here. Whether if the team made me or something, that would have been something different. But when you had just Amstel, there's so many things that can go wrong in a one-day race too. You can have a flat crash, go off the road, anything like that can happen. So it wasn't so hard to give up just one of the classics. If it would have been all 3 of the classics, I would have voted for staying in Europe. But with just the one, and then I go from straight here back to see my kids in Bend that much quicker. So it was a better program for me in the long run. And then I think it'd work out better for when I go to do Tour Swiss.
Let's talk a little bit about your history with the Tour de Georgia. I know 2003, inaugural year, you won the race with Saturn. 2004, you were 3rd, final podium behind Lance Armstrong and Jens Voigt.
Yep.
Now you return in a role to help Levi. How do you feel about that? I mean, a little bit about your feelings about the race.
Yeah, it's a fantastic race, and we just want to win. And as any rider should be, is you want him to do what's best for the team. I'm certain I have form that can win under the right circumstances here, but Levi has the form that can win with a much more certainty than mine. So you always want to do what's best for the team, and what's best for the team is going to be working for Levi.
And there he is right there, Brian, if you can just pan over, speaking of the man himself. You know, we were talking with Swain Tuft earlier, and he was saying, I predict Astana is going to ride the front as if they have the jersey starting today. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, I think the sprinter teams are going to come to the front sooner or later. They're going to want to win stages. Certainly American teams have fast guys that can win here. You have CSC with Hayedo. You have a lot of guys that are going to want field sprints. So I don't think it's something where we're going to have to ride every day. Also, after today, with the time bonuses, someone else is going to have the jersey other than Levi. So if they want to keep the jersey, they're going to have to ride. Whether if we put 2 guys on the front and ride with their team, yeah, that's always a possibility. You got to believe that. But I don't see the team riding all day long when you got someone in a yellow jersey. You know, they're going to have to do something because, in all honesty, if the right group goes up the road, and Levi can put 3 minutes on these guys at Brasstown Ball. So if the guys want to win the stage, then they're going to have to ride with us. But yeah, we're going to have to do some kind of work. We got the #1 rider, one of the #1 riders in the world here. It's certainly one of the favorites to win this race. So we're going to have to do something. And you look at Rock Racing; they have a couple of good guys, and they're going to want to put on a show too. So they're not going to want to just give stages away.
Well, that was going to be my next question. Who are the biggest threats to Astana for the GC at this race?
Possibly Sevilla, but they weren't in the race to begin with, and now they were put in the race. So I know a lot of those guys took the last week easy, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're in the race. So I don't know if Sevilla did that too, but he's certainly a threat. Botero's a threat. We'll see if Danielson's coming good again. On paper, I'd say he's not a threat at all, but if he's come back up to the level of racing when he was healthy and stuff, then he's certainly going to be a threat. And I know he's saying he's healthy and riding good, but we just haven't seen that yet. So certainly you're going to have to keep an eye out for him.